live in a very hectic times, and we hear news from here and there, and a lot of things going on, like wars, or it was a pandemic. And because of the social media, we know everything what happens in other countries also, not only in our. So how not to be connected to this negativity, and how to stay calm in these hard times?
Yeah, you hear this so much now that there is so much unrest all around the world. We get the news from all different sources all over the social media, and that builds up a level of anxiety in so many people and kind of leads to stress. And not even that, some people face like PTSD because of these things. They have not actually experienced any of these events, but watching the news, they experience the same symptoms as PTSD. So there are a couple of things that we have to understand, that we have to know first what I want to hear, what I want my inner mind to hear and process. And there are two options here. First is, I am a human being, and one factor that separates me from being an animal is the power to choose. So I have the power to choose what kind of news, what kind of media, and what kind of different information that's coming to me. What am I going to watch? What am I going to hear? And second factor is how many times I'm going to hear. We know that whenever a negative event happens, because it sells with the news, people, they understand, the negative events sell more than the positive events. So now there is a repetition and replay of the same event over and over and over and over again. And the repetition is the one that makes the biggest impact. And once again, as a human being, I have a choice. I have the power to choose that which information and news I am going to watch or hear, and how many times. And also understand that no matter how much suffering and other things that are events that are going on in the world, there are a lot of good things happening in this world at the same time too. I can choose to watch some of the positive events, which may not be as prevalent on the social media, because we know the negative events sell more. But we still have the power to choose. There is information, there are good things happening. And again, I choose where am I going to connect my mind to and how often. And if I am able to make a difference in the choices I'm making about the events, about the news, about the information that I'm going to provide to my conscious and my subconscious mind, it will definitely change the outcome. And second is, since we have not tried to meditate and control our mind in most instances, and now when we go through this, a bit of overload of information coming in, our mind is not able to handle it. So one of the most important things is to take the practices of Brhamanda Yoga, to meditate and keep my mind under control, and also at the same time choosing as a human being where I'm going to connect my mind to. Positive events, negative events, how often, how many times. And this will absolutely change the outcome of the mind and how I feel on a daily basis.